Okay. Putin's cheese is sliding off the cracker. I'll explain why in a second. I mean, if you looked at some of the reported statements he's made, going after traitors and cowards and that kind of language, purging those people out, and the Russian people are behind that kind of thinking. That is the kind of language that Stalin used when he did his purges back in the day. And don't forget, Putin is a student of Stalin. So it's not surprising that if you believe the casualty numbers that the Russian soldiers are experiencing, I've seen numbers from 4,000 to 14,000 dead in 3 weeks. Yeah, think about that. I'm a Vietnam combat vet. In 10 years, we lost 54,000. 10 years. In 3 weeks, 14,000 Russian troops dead. If you believe that. So let's take it for a minute, right? Those are some hellacious numbers if you were on the battlefield seeing that. Well, what does that really, what does that, from a planning point of view, what does that really mean? Well, at 14,000 dead in 3 weeks, that's the equivalent of 660 dead every day. In a year, that's 243,000 dead Russian soldiers. If that rate increases, the rate of killed casualties increases. And with the U.S. supplying the Switchblade drones, plus other cool toys to the Ukraine soldiers, I see the Russian casualties only going up, which explains why Putin has lost his mind and is doing scorched earth on Ukraine's cities. He no longer cares about collateral damage. He doesn't care. He's going to kill as many Ukrainians as he can. Why? Because as far as he's concerned, they're all armed. The news showed, Granny getting an AK-47. As far as he's concerned now, any civilian is a combatant because he assumes every civilian now is armed, right? It doesn't matter. Any Geneva Conventions, doesn't matter. War crimes, he doesn't care. As a matter of fact, just as an aside, if we use the same rules, the biggest war criminal in the world is America. Why? Because we're the only country in the world to drop nukes on a country twice. The number of civilians we killed on purpose was just crazy high. Were we brought up on charges as a country of war crimes? No. Why? Because we won. The winner never gets charged with war crimes. You think Putin cares about the UN? He has veto power in the Security Council, and the charter doesn't allow that to be taken away. And China is his friend. See where I'm going with this? He is losing so many soldiers so fast that he can't continue. So he's using artillery and rockets and all that to just devastate, pretty much destroy cities. Now, what is that going to do? It's going to drive the Ukrainians into the countryside. And then they will do insurgency, guerrilla warfare with some of the cool toys that we gave them. and the Russians, they almost have no defense against that, right? So I just put that out there, man. I mean, it totally explains why he's saying crazy things. It explains why he is so intent on destroying as many civilians and terrorizing many civilians as he can. Yeah. Okay. That's my additional coffee rant this morning. If you have any thoughts or comments on this little brain fart I had, put them down below. If you like the content, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And as always, thanks for watching. Carry on.